G'day! In today's video I'm replacing the charging port in a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 10.4 inch. And this particular one has got a faulty charging port or a damaged charging port. And now I'm just going to try and figure out how I can get into this one. Looking at it, we do have a fair bit of a bend going on with this machine. And we're currently still switched on, which I thought this was turned off. So I'll power it down. Where are we? Here we go. Press, hold, power off, power off. There we go. Now we're powering down. It's been sitting on my blue heat pad here at 75 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes, and it is very hot to the touch. Now I'm hoping I can use some isopropyl alcohol along here and a thin metal pry tool just to work my way just into the screen to be able to lift it out. If I go under here, hoping just drag this along, slice into the underneath. So far as not getting too far into there. I'll just use a different edge on this. There we go. There we go, now it's starting to make an effect. Just simply using that helps it so much. So I'm only putting in a very small amount. Can't drop off Wednesday. A very small amount, and that's giving me enough to work my way around the outer edge. If I rotate it. Just go over it once, then back, drop some isopropyl alcohol in there, and go down. I should almost be able to put a guitar pick under there, start lifting it up. In this instance, I will put one of these in there. Working my way around. Go, so far so good. Put that under here in the middle section. Keep going. The isopropyl in that little squirter bottle, it's been a little bit of a game changer. Just the precision of where I can actually put the adhesive is a lot more precise, and because of that, I can get into these things a lot easier. So I don't have to dump it everywhere, I can just put it where it needs to go and get into and go from there. Righto. So from here, I'm just going to put some more along here, more along here. And this should almost get me into the device from now. Lift it up like a book, and let's see where that connection is. One down here. And still connected up here. There we go. And I'm just going to cut this adhesive that's there. There we go. fold it over. And now I can get to the screen from there. Now I did have to go a little bit shorter on this edge. Hopefully I didn't use too much force going in. Now if I undisconnect here in the battery. There we go, now I can move that out of the way. Now I'll do this one. Okay, one battery disconnected. Next up, the charger port, which annoyingly looks to be under all these screws down here. Now I'll just grab a screw container, and best just to get going. I'm going to assume that all these screws are of the same length, so it shouldn't matter where I put them back. This is a little bit overkill considering where I'm trying to get to. Now hopefully from here, this will lift out. One more screw still. Probably a couple more that I've yet to get. There we go, up and out. Now if I lift this up, find out that this is actually slightly different. Okay. I should be able to take this off here. And swap it onto here. Move that one out of the way. Put this one down here. Push it into the hole. Push it down. Line that cable over the top and push. Should make a bit of a crunch sound to it. And then back to putting the dual loudspeakers back in. Get these back through. There we go. Now it's a matter of putting all these screws back in. It'll work from left to right. From here, if you loosely connect up the screen and the battery, you can test it out just to make sure it will charge. I'm going to do that in a moment, but it doesn't help that this battery is at 98% fully charged apparently from what I saw before. So it's not really going to charge too much considering there's not much battery left to charge. I was expecting this to be dropped in virtually flat or close to, being they're saying it's taking quite some time to fully charge the tablet. Granted, if they're not using a quick charge 3 or above charger, I can definitely understand why it's going to take a while. It is physically a large battery. And if they're using an old 1 amp charger, that is going to take forever to charge it. And because my glue's already very tacky, I'm going to be quite happy with just reusing this. Where if you've currently got glue everywhere, or the double-sided tape everywhere, I would probably go down the path of replacing it. Next up from here, I'm going to connect up the screen. Screen itself folds over, lines up over here, push down. Once it's sitting above it, should snap into position, make some creaking sounds. Next up, battery. There we go. Use the cover to go back over there. A bit like a latch. I may have it the wrong way. There we go. Next up, a video connector at the top. There. There to there. That'd be right for the screen to flick back over. And pretty much what I can do with right now with what I've done is I can either heat this up to a fairly hot temperature, which it is, or it's already at 75 degrees, so it is already quite toasty. And that should bond most of that back together as well. You can put a book on it and just push it down, hold it in position, or clamp it. But from here, I've replaced the charging port. We should be all good to go. Hope this helps you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.